Alright guys, so we're back in the garage. I don't have a whole lot of specific things going on today. As you saw in the last video, we've already got the Buick over here, and I would like to start taking it apart. I also don't want to use a bay in my garage for that yet, so I'm going to leave it outside until the parts arrive. So, I've got 2 tires on order for it. I've got the radiator, the headlight, the fender, and the middle trim for the bumper. Now I'm going to try and fix the bumper and salvage it, but if it looks like crap when I put the new trim on, then we're going to get the upper and lower sections, just place all of it. I also ordered the fog light fascia because that one's cracked and broken. If you hear me talking funny in the last video, it's because, again, I have this really weird problem of biting my tongue in my sleep, and I bit the shit out of my tongue and it's all messed up again, so please forgive me. But anyway, what we're doing in the garage right now is we're going to unbox some stuff. I got some stuff for the house, so today we're going to be working on the house a little bit. And then soon we're going to be working on the XB. Hope you're getting excited because I am. Let's go. All right, let's unbox some stuff. I don't know what's in these. I have a lot of stuff coming today, so we'll see little piece by piece. Oh, look at that. Oh, look at that. This is the sink top switch for the garbage disposal in our kitchen. And this is the matte black button to replace the silver one that it comes with. Basically, what this is going to do is move the control for the garbage disposal from the wall switch to a switch that sits in the counter. And we have an open hole basically in our counter that this will fit right into, which is perfect. Perfect. So yeah, that's one thing we're going to be doing. Oh, whole bunch of stuff in here. Let's see what came in this box. Okay, so these are little Velcro strips, different colors that I'm going to use for the podcast setup. I'm going to coordinate the color of Velcro with the wire that it's holding, so that way it looks nicer. It sounds stupid, but these are cheap and that will look nice. So there's that. Oh, the unicorn Beetlejuice. No, B2. Anyway, the Unicorn Galaxy Note 10 case. I bought this because my old case is aluminum and it's sharp when you hold it on one corner and it's hard to hold and it's a little big and fat. So we're gonna change cases. G9 LED bulb. These are for our hallway. We have these cool lights down in our hallway that are still on incandescent bulbs, so we're going to switch them to this. And these should be, if I'm not mistaken, the 5000K. Only 4 watts of usage. Look at that. That's amazing. Yep, 5000K. Perfect. So I'm switching all of the bulbs in our house to 5000K LED. I've already done the living room, I've already done the hookah room, and the kitchen. So all we have left is the bedrooms, the hallway, front and back porch, which I have bulbs for all of those. I keep screwing up my screen protectors for my phone that I'm recording on right now, the S22 Ultra. So I got these fancy ones. Yeah, see how these work. And my burner is starting to get old, and a replacement burner is about 20 bucks for the cheap one. This one was 23 bucks, and it's specifically for hookah coals. So let's see what this looks like. Oh, it's styrofoamy. So it's very small, very compact. This set of tongs is to grip the top of this and lift it up out. I mean, obviously you're not going to lift it with your hands above the coals. You're going to do it this way. But yeah, you lift that off the burner. You can carry your coals around with you already in the tray. Tissues. Okay, they gave me tissues. Rubber feet for the unit. Now this is the unit. So it's just a regular burner, but the coils look a lot closer together than a standard burner. So I'm sure that's going to heat the coals a lot quicker. But yeah, just on off, five heat settings. Pretty cool. Once the other burner that we have goes out, and it's just a regular, let me show you. It's just a regular standard old burner. So a current standard burner. Over time, as you burn coals on these things, this coil starts to go bad. It starts cracking, breaking, bending, and this one's starting to get rough. So I figured I'd jump ahead of the curve and get that one so that when this one fails, we've already got a burner. I don't have to worry about it. I built this little station for it to block a lot of the heat and a lot of the ash from going everywhere, which clearly doesn't work. See all this ash? Look at this. See that? Yeah, doesn't do the best job with the ash, but it does keep the heat contained and it helps the coals heat up a little quicker. Then I put a fan on it, so you turn on the fan and it blows air over the coals and helps them heat up quicker. So that's that. That's the hookah station. That will be the replacement when that one goes out. So I'll just unscrew that one from the base that I have it mounted to and screw this one in somehow. So same station, just a little smaller, a little more compact, and apparently this one heats up a little quicker. So cool. All right. So that's what's in the boxes that we got for right now. We've got a little bit more coming in a little while. So for right now, we'll go inside and we'll install those lights in the hallway fixtures. So that way we're a little ahead of the curve. When the rest of the stuff starts showing up, I can start installing as they come. The lights in the ceilings and on the porch, those ones are a little tough because because of how high they are. And they're also the old bulbs that are in the roof right now. The reason I'm replacing them is because they're like a 2000K, maybe a 3000K. They're very yellow and sort of dim. I mean, they're bright enough to light up the room clearly, but I like that bright white daylight color, so that's why I'm switching to the 5000K. But the ones that are in there, they are siliconed into the roof. They put RGB silicone around them, so I have to kind of take a razor blade and cut the silicone to break that bulb loose so I can pull it out and swap it out. So, and I'll show you a little bit of what I did with the living room. I made a couple little shorts of when I did that. Also, I'll show you when I'm swapping maybe one of the porch light bulbs so you can see what's involved in that. But yeah, until then, sit tight and we'll be back with more. All right, so these are the ceiling lights. They're like a 3,000 or 4,000K. So we're going from that to that. That is a 5,000K, which is also capable of going up to a 6,000K. But if you look from this perspective, it's a crazy difference in brightness and color. So, time to do some sketchy shit. Doodah. This ain't sketchy or nothing. What do you think about that? This is how we change light bulbs in this house. This is what we do. Keep it gangster. And we do sketchy shit. All right, sit tight. Boom. 5,000 Kelvin LED bulbs throughout. Boom, hookah room, done. Boom, living room, done. Boom, kitchen, done. This will remain these colors because it's more of a decorative, you know, time when we don't need a whole lot of light. Then we've got these bad boys. And they can stay like that, that's fine. The stove actually matches these lights. I mean, it's 6,000K, so it's a little brighter, but you know, very similar. All the lights, all of the lights. Oh, and then we've got those, which is fine because, you know, we don't generally sit in here like this. Generally sit in here like this. It's a hookah lounge. It's a relaxation station. It's a station of relaxation, not a station of crazy crackheadedness where we need to get shit done and have meetings. No. Relaxation station. Hookah. Enjoy. Yes, love it. Love it. I did get a bulb for this that's 6,000K, but I feel like it doesn't light up as much as area as this one does. I don't know. I might change that one back just because it'll match better. We'll see. That's that. I did some sketchy shit and it worked. I decided to keep it going, keep that momentum rolling, keep getting crazy with it. So I decided to change these out. So we have these, right? Very nice. But I like this. Bam. Yeah, buddy, look at that. In comparison, yeah, that's way better. I don't know. This kind of looks antique and classic. I kind of like that too. Dang, I don't know. This looks good though. Along with this. Huh? Yeah. Along with this. Yeah. Dang, look at that. I don't know. I think I'm going to change it out. Talk to the wife about it when she gets home. If she don't like it, we'll go back to this classic antique look. Because, don't get me wrong, it looks good. Especially for a thing like that. But, dang, that light though? Yeah, buddy. Okay, switched cameras. Here we are in the hallway. And these are the fixtures I'm talking about. So you see that color, you know, it's incandescent, clearly. It's very yellowy, and I'm not a big fan. So what we're going to do is swap those bad boys out. All right, here we go. So, damn, just that couple seconds that they were on got hot. Isn't that crazy? So I'm going to open my pack of LED bulbs here. Okay, so these are the replacements. These are the originals. So the replacements are quite a bit bigger. I think it'll still work just fine. I hope it'll work just fine. Might be a little difficult getting that cover back on, but it should be okay. So the top has this glass cover over the bulb. I don't know why both of them don't have it, but I'm going to use the cover still if it'll fit over this bulb. Hopefully it does. Yeah, look at that, it does. Okay, let's see what that looks like. Oh, that looks clean. That's way cleaner than that. You see the difference? Yeah, so I like that a lot more. Let's put the cover back on and see what that looks like. So what I'm noticing right now is perhaps this one's a little dimmer. Perhaps. But it'll be fine because we only use this at night anyway. But looking at it straight on, this one on the bottom is a lot brighter because that cover that's on the top one, remember? So yeah, there's that. Better turn these off real quick because this one's going to be hot now. The hotness, that fire bars. All right. Hey, can we calm down? Is that okay? Is that something we can do? Oh, even this glass cover is hot. Woo. Oh, yeah. Woo, nice and hot. Oh, yeah, that's real hot. I'm gonna give it a minute. All right, it's been a couple minutes. Let's see how, they're still a little hot, but I can handle them now, so pull those out. Ooh. All right, let's see what we got. Yeah, that looks real good. And these LEDs aren't gonna get anywhere near as hot as incandescents, so that's good. Cool. All right, we've got 5K in the hallway. What you know about that, player? And we also have this bad boy, which is also a 5K. Yeah. Okay. Now I'm going to go ahead and hang on to these bulbs just in case. I mean, I'll probably never need them, but if somebody else needs them, I can give them to them. And I've got another 5 bulbs in the box plus 1 bulb here. So we've got plenty in case those ones burn out. So got Jack Hanna going in the background because the pups watch Jack Hanna. Keeps them calm, keeps some background noise in the house for them, so it's good. All right, so I'll put these up in our LED light bulb storage area. All right, so for the time being, we're caught up. I'm gonna go ahead and take a pause right here. When the rest of the packages start arriving with all the rest of the bulbs I ordered and the other thing for the sink there, then we'll get back on this video. So this will be a long break for me, but just a second for you, so here we go. All right, guys, so we're in the kitchen here. I want to show you. This is the hole that goes through the counter already that I'm going to use. It's capped right now, but we will uncap it. This is the switch to activate the garbage disposal. So what we're going to do, oh, and look at this cool night light. Isn't that cool? These things are nice. Anyway, what we're going to do is we're going to add this sink top switch. So this button will be right here, this black button. It looks like that. We'll add that to right here. And rather than having to hit the switch over here, which is probably not the biggest deal, it'll be much easier accessible right there. And all it is pneumatic. So when you push on the switch, air pushes through the air line, hits a switch, which closes the circuit on the power going to the disposal. So it's a very simple setup. So we're going to do that right now. Let's go. All right, so this is under the sink. We've got 3 things coming through the wall right there is the drain, the water feed, and the power for the dishwasher, which is crazy because the dishwasher is plugged into the same outlet that the garbage disposal is. So I don't know how the dishwasher has constant power, but the garbage disposal only has power when you hit the switch, which would tell me that the bottom is hooked up to the switch, the top is not, which doesn't make any sense. But that's what we're working with. So I'm going to go ahead and work with it that way. We're going to unplug the garbage disposal. We're going to grab we got to open this. Okay. So that's the button. Though we are not going to use this button, we're going to use the other button. So here's the black one. That's the one we're going to use. There we go. So I'll mount this afterwards. I'm just going to screw it onto the wall right there in the corner here. All right, here we go. So this is really easy the way it works. Plug one side of the hose, the air hose, into this. I'll mount this on the wall, like I said. And then this side has the plugs. So you simply plug this into the garbage disposal. And if you have something else you want to activate with this button, you plug it into the other one. But we won't. So that's going to go up there in the corner. Before we install the button, we got to climb under here and uninstall the peg, the cap, I guess, if you will, that's up here on top of the sink. That bad boy, which is actually mounted under here. Let me get my light in here. And you can see up there, that's the bottom of that cap right there. So what I'm going to do is just pull that off. That'll release our cap, and then we'll put this button in its place. Let's do that real quick. I'm not going to be able to turn that from down here, so I'm going to have to take it off from the top. Cool, no biggie. That'll actually kind of make it easier. So climb up there and see what we can do. All right, let's see if I can't grip this with these bad boys and turn it. Oh, look at that, I can. There we go. Okay, so there we go. That's the plug. So now I'm going to take off this bad boy and this metal O-ring, and there's a rubber one for the top side. So I'll leave the rubber one up here. I'm going to scrape that off real quick. Okay, I'm going to scrape this off right quick. Okay, so now we'll drop this in there. Beautiful. And then we'll go on the underside and we will screw it in with this, tighten it up. Oh, that sucks. How the... All right, so I've got a plan. This thing doesn't fit because there's a used to mount it, mount the sink on the underside to the piece of granite, I guess, that used to mount the sink to the other granite. So it's in the way. There's a little gap. So what I'm going to do is trim a little bit of this retaining nut, and I'm going to slide it up into that gap, and that'll hold this in place. So I'll just turn the thing from the top and it'll mount. So we're going to do that. We're going to try that. Okay, so this is what I did. So I trimmed down the outer ring of this right there, and that's going to fit into that crack up there. So it'll hold this in place. So I'll just have to tighten it from the top by turning it. So no biggie there. It'll work. Let's see here. Oh, that's perfect. There we go. Now we'll come up top and we'll tighten it down from right here. Or we'll take that off. That's fine too. There we go. Put this in place. There we go. Beautiful. Okay, come back under here. Now I'm just going to mount this control box here on the wall. We're going to go under all that stuff. And we want to mount it, somewhere right here. Somewhere up out of the way. Yeah, that's what we're going to do right there. Right there. Okay. So, get started with one screw here. And we'll put this one on the top. Screw the other screw into the bottom there. Okay. Now I'm going to take this air line and I'm just going to plug it into the bottom of the button up there. And I'm also going to coil it back up out of the way and put a twist tie on it. Okay, good. Now I'll coil up that air line and use this little twist tie it came with to secure it. All right, there we go. Get this bad boy and plug it back in over here. Good, good. Okay, so there's that. Now we've got this out of the way here. I'm actually gonna unplug it and go around this side of it so it stays back against the wall, completely against the wall, completely out of the way. Good, good, good. Okay. Yeah, we got a mess of wires and tubes and cables and stuff down here, so this is going to change. I'm going to get under here and do a little bit of an overhaul and clean stuff up because it needs it bad. But anyway, here we go. Let's plug her in and let's see if that works. So we've got that. Switch is on. Oh, look at that. It's an on and off. Very cool. Okay, success, success. Now the plan is, this is the drain for the dishwasher. What I'm gonna do is pipe the dishwasher drain directly into the disposal so we can eliminate this, and I'm gonna put a cup rinser right here. Help me do my dishes easier. And then we'll get a matching black faucet and a matching black soap dispenser. And eventually a matching black sink. But the sink's gonna be a little challenge. I gotta do some studying so I can know how to do that. A little bit of research. I've never done one of those yet. So especially this type mounted to granite, because it's just an adhesive that is holding it up there. There's nothing really holding it up on the underside except for the adhesive. So I wanna make sure that I do this right, if I do it and when I do it. So, all right.